Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer Battle Replay. And I mean, you know, I'm sure you've seen people with these builds before. It's obviously I'm showing off Krell, right? Krell's here. We're Krelling it up, fun time. Here's Heinrich Kemmler hanging out with two White Kings. Not Krell though. No, they're not Krell. Where's Krell? And also front line of Graveguard. Right, I'm against the dwarves, so I'm just thinking load of Graveguard. Right, one Necromancer on a corpse cart, kept everyone else on foot, so their ranged units can't hit me. So they'll be aiming for my Necromancer, no doubt. And over here, I've got a unit of Khan Wraiths, and I got another unit of Khan Wraiths over here. Always a risky pick against dwarfs, but you know they got good armor piercing, and they're pretty quick, and they cause terror. So you know they got good bonuses. But yeah, a couple of runes of Wrath and Ruin, and they're going to melt completely. I've got to watch out for the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. You know, any of their ethereal. To be honest, any of their ethereal lords, I'd be quite happy to go up against them, because we are going against Clan Angrund here, so any of their ethereal lords would be great to get the Khan rates on them, because they'd be able to hit him really well. But anyway, so I'm going to speed things up now, because it takes a while to walk here. So, pretty big army here. So, in the back, a couple of Dragonback Slayers, well, one Dragonback Slayers and a unit Slayers. He's got some Dwarf Warriors here, he's got another line of Dwarf Warriors in the front. Here he's got a couple of Thunderers, and he's got some Rangers with great weapons. Also, Ulthar's Rangers here. Ulthar's Raiders, rather. Ulthar's Raiders, the Rangers. They're here too, so that's fun. And also he's got some more Dwarf Warriors. It's mainly Dwarf Warriors, honestly. It's all a lot of cheap infantry, which isn't a bad idea against the Vampire Counts, because, yeah, it's quite easy to do damage to these guys, so just having something that can last is nice. So a lot of units to, you know, respond to zombies and things is always fun. So you can see he's got a Thane hidden here, he's got a Thane here. I mean, he's not hidden, but, you know, he's amongst them. And they're being led by Rune Lords, so obviously I need to keep my Khan Wraiths away from them. He's also got the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, so I need to keep my Khan Wraiths away from them. A bit annoying, because I sent two units over here. But he was very quick to, you know, reposition, that's the one. Reposition his guys. So, yeah, I'm taking some Thunder of Fire, but it's no biggie, because, you know, these guys are going to be healing, and, you know, Heinrich Kemmler, they got the ambient healing, which is enough to hold out there. I mean, I got the shields and everything. So it's alright. Here, though, this is a bit more tricky, because he's a big target, he's going to get hit by a lot. Luckily, though, I've got some cover with the trees, so I'm heading towards that way. Here, you know, I'm getting some Khan Wraiths around that side. You know, two units around the back. I'm going to try and get straight in the back here, so I can get to his ranged units. And so that's fun. So I'm sending my White King straight after his Rune Lord, because I don't think he can deal with two of them. So that'll be fun. So also put some zombies here, so that's 4 ranged units all wrapped up with one summon. Can't ask for much more than that. But of course, because it is 4 units, they're taking an absolute beating. But, you know, it's kept him from firing for a while. So that's enough. These guys aren't engaged with anyone, so that's great. I've given him so much to think about. He hasn't been able to move these guys around yet. So that's good news. Unfortunately, though, yeah, the Dragonback Slayers, do they have... they've got something. What is that? Anti-large, I suppose. Something else. Either way, whatever. They're, yeah, they're killing the Khan Wraiths pretty damn quickly there. Turns out Slayers are very good at that. So that's not very good. So I'm sending these guys in the back. I actually curved them around quite a lot. I should have sent them straight in, because I did want to keep away from the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, but also, look at this. I could have just got stuck in there, done so much damage. But, yeah, so his whole ranged line has been completely crippled here. They haven't been able to do much. They got all their health and everything, and their ammo, but I haven't given them any chances. So, here, I believe, yeah, I did summon Krell. Krell's in here now. So, guys, we found Krell. So that's good news, right? So, anyway, that Rune Lord is having a bad day. Unfortunately, his ranged units are back online. I don't have a lot of cover here. They're just, you know, a really crappy unit of zombies. But, you know, they get the damage in. Thane has chased my Necromancer, so I'm getting him out of there. But as you can see, you know, my units across the board here, like, those Dwarf Warriors have been terrified by the Khan Wraiths, so that's great news. But yeah, just across the board, my infantry are beating his. As you'd expect from, you know, from Graveguard against just basic Dwarf infantry. Unfortunately, Krell is taking a beating here. Absolute beating. But, it didn't look like he got the White King with Marked by Ulthar. I don't think he meant to do that. I think he was after Krell. But that's fine. You know, the Rune Lord is running. I'll soon have him. So that's good. Necromancer, I've charged in here so I can get more zombie spam. And, you know, I don't mind if he dies too much. It's just a good target for the enemy. And also they do have that, you know, those healing buffs. And I do want to have the zombie spams, you know. But I've got a pretty solid core in my army. So it wouldn't be the end of the world. You know, I still have Kemmler and I've got my White Kings running around. Krell, though, look how damaged he is. Poor sod. So I put Invocation of Heck down on the lot. try and keep Krell in the fight a bit longer. And obviously it's really good for my Khan Wraiths as well. It's they are crumbling, so, you know, yeah, I really need help there. So Dragonback Slayers are being attacked here. There's the Thane, so I'm getting my White Kings after the Thane now. There's another one over here, but he's just fighting Graveguard. He'll be doing that for hours, so I'm not too fussed. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So over here you can see I've got another White King running off, trying to chase some Rangers down, some zombies, you know, trailing. So hopefully he can catch them, they'll stop, and then the zombies can catch up. You can see, you know, a lot of ranged units just busy, you know, with one White King and the zombies. So the rest of my army is just, yeah, just screwing over his front line here. But, you know, he's taking a lot of damage, isn't he? But I guess he did have a lot of units, didn't he? So I guess he can afford to take a lot of damage. But, yeah, as you can see, though, another terrified unit. The Thanes get terrified, which is very dishonourable. I'm surprised Thanes aren't immune to psychology, to be honest. I find that very peculiar. So these Graveguard are fighting these Dwarf Warriors, and these Warriors Dragonfly Pass aren't getting involved. They really should do. They should try and flank round, because the Warriors Dragonfly Pass can do well against the Graveguard. But, yeah, they just don't do it. So I'm taking a lot of fire from a lot of places. This guy's army was really well prepared for sort of, you know, if I brought a load of large units. But no, instead I went unlike a normal sort of Vampire Count player and just brought a lot of very sturdy small units, which, you know, which has really done the job against the Dwarves here. You know, I'm wrapping up so many of their units. So yeah, still got a White King chasing there. I think Krell, yeah, Krell finally disintegrated, as he does, which is a real shame. He shouldn't do that. But yeah, his Rune Lord's still alive though, which is annoying, so he's coming back. I think he's the only reason they're still in the fight. So over here, you know, still got this Thane. He's been fighting this one unit Graveguard for hours, you know, with help from other units. Yeah, those Graveguards slowly chewing through his Dwarf Warriors. I'm happy for these two units to pin down 2 of theirs and, you know, well, 3 of their units and a Thane. That's totally fine by me. Because, yeah, very good exchange for me. Very cheap. And surprisingly effective. But here, yeah, come at the Thane with the White King. My White King's going to do quite well here, but I would have liked if he had a bit more support. Because I don't think he'd always win in that fight. I think I've been a bit lucky. The Thane was a bit damaged when I went in there. But yeah. So yeah, I'm taking a lot of crossfire on my Graveguard over here. But I'm happy to lose 1 unit if it means wrapping up all of their, you know, ranged units. They're all busy. And now I've wiped out whatever was here. It was the Slayers, I think. And now I've got a lot of spare units. The Khan Wraiths way quicker than the ranged units. They'd never be able to outrun them. So that's good. It's good I actually have a unit left, to be honest. They got pretty decimated at the start there. But yeah. So my White, he's still going. He's still going. One Thane's going, the other Thane's going. How did both Thanes get over here? That's bizarre. Anyway. So now they all just run, which, you know, a bit of a shame. I wanted to party for longer, but yeah, they had other plans, I guess. But yeah, so that was a fun match. It was pretty, I mean, it was pretty straightforward, to be honest. It was 2 very simple armies to use. But yeah, I mean, he had more micro to worry about with all his ranged units. Against the, you know, Vampire Counts, I don't know, it's a tough call. Honestly, I just think if he'd brought more Slayers, instead of, you know, all the Rangers, he probably would have done better. Because obviously all those Rangers and Thunderers and stuff, they're really good for taking down large targets. But then, you know, I'm just going to keep large targets away from him, because larger targets tend to be faster. So, yeah, I think it would have been better if he just sent in some Slayers, had some more guarding the back against large units, because as you can see, they do work against the Khan Wraiths, and they are good fighters. If you throw them in, you know, amongst the, you know, the Dwarf, just the normal Dwarf soldiers, the Dwarf Warriors, they're going to do really well, because their weapon strength is so high, and, you know, their melee attack is so high. Every hit they make will hit. I know they've got no armor, but that doesn't really matter if half of the guys I'm going to be attacking are going to be Dwarf Warriors. So the Dwarf Warriors can suck up a load of the damage, while the Slayers just kill everything. Yeah, that would work really well. I mean, look at this. 156 kills with the Warriors of Dragonfly Pass, and they were just stood still for ages. I think it's mainly zombies, but still, like, that's crazy. So he was just sat there. But yeah, so... yeah, those Dwarf Warriors did pretty well, actually, in them. Again, I think that was mainly zombies. It's hard to tell. He didn't really utilise a lot of these guys particularly well. Apart from the Slayers, actually, he did great. They were in the real, like, really in the thick of it for most of that. The yeah, the Dragonback Slayers, they completely polished off a unit Khan Wraiths, which will be that one. They got 1 kill. I mean, that's terrible. So yeah, they did pretty well. But yeah, just bringing Krell in, just annihilating all his heroes, all the White Kings, and him not having anything that can really deal with, you know, like elite, you know, like elite foot troops like that. If he'd brought his Thanes in, put them near the Rune Lord, he could use the Rune Lord to buff, you know, use all his buffing runes to get these guys really tanked. And they could have probably dealt with the White Kings, you know, if you had a unified front like that. Throw in the Slayers just for the extra, you know, melee attack and weapon damage. And yeah, he probably could have taken out my heroes pretty quickly. But yeah, unfortunately it just didn't work out. I just kept bogging him down with zombies. But it was a fun one. So Edge229, thanks for that battle. I had a good time, and I hope you did. You know, I didn't feel too bad going up against Krell. I know it's a bit of a surprise. We've been looking for years, but no, we found Krell, so that's good. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.